Miyamana na ndo mwancho murigerio Ndizi TV na bwansu bombo Gusii no kwigana kwa nebunari twere ondigendrete ko bali twere rukigima na manono gendrete kwego kyaso kubwatie miroberio yegetasenie kiga kya Ndizi TV nigo cyaragire Chinsa Ikomi cyabona mugoroba cinga kingo kwarigania SMS Amayia manyaina kwariganire asenchera ere yobwinge ire teriane Everlyne Osero nuri okwene kya chibichaniro gicha wikera senchera bene nigakoro kwa Sara mumanyi karongo kwenyerona nabakwendera gotanyara sensemo ya Facebook wetera Ndizi TV News Digital sensemo ya YouTube watunyarwetera Ndizi TV News na bega website ito nabo ogosanga mona twetera www.ndizitv.net hero togendera gusanga asobwamo. Kwarigania senchira ya benerio tobe togo cha Amayia ya Chinsa Ikomi senchira ere yobwenge awase amateye mokoro sekenyoro Kisii ya berekewe sokya na koborio ndebwesyo bwatomo yobogo konya bega kubakonya ase wakana ebila asenkendu ya Kenyatta eri kumurusia omwana oboso mochikorobo yobeteka gusirira asinyegitari echinga kirito konyora obowenya magaga yo konyora omubasukano bw'omurero nigo yamateyo yaberege kwererega time cyane bawetera notena tibabwati kende yonsi batemirasa bakunyara kurende bono nigo baikiro mwero batabwati nchirende asabaruro kubolia babe bagokonyo kubwetkana ne biyo ere enene kegima na mono gokonywa asokroberia emuyega bwokomwenia nyagusira
unachari yalengerero mwana bayita kabaye gajia tukamwera Kenyatta akabarora wiki mwaro ye ubwaye bogasira kera bwasira bono karotiga ngo bando siria sawa bakanusejire 165 kuna kore wiki kana chiko chekyo kanyochekire 280 ono nje kusaba kiso njetindi ko inyara no mwako mito nere na ruarte keka bono njetigata no mungena mama tayo kengenje gwekendo muchyo
twachire korigiana iga ya toborire bono obakonyi etogosaba korwa somo nene onde bwanse igura serie uyeri aigwa masabaito una Nyasaye turamburire okoboko koiga oyo orato Nyasaye ntomwira ningambia
mujokoro ya asirire Kenyatta abwo Kenyatta na ikororo nanje no nkurwarigwa lakini obakonyi buro no bonana gaki abasani nabairi bakonye kiriyo bwate karwe ake pili ya chirare muna mwaigwa nonye nkende nyomba nkeyo machenge yakwenda rituko takonyora musukuira na bararaigo akino munabwatanganiga
bana batono gochana konene oyo usirire mu murominto usirire no mwana oyo ratake gotokonya se mpesa se namba yesimi nere yega 07 46 66 00 72.
Ne kamati yebunge nigo egendrete no moroberio bwoko baunenkia egati abawaziri ababetwa ochora numura iwense Dr. William Samuel Ruto edio chiago tenenera chiwizara au ase serikali ya Kenya kwanza moroberio yo nigo bakogoswari tukori ya kanero ase abawaziri baba wikirana bosio bose bagati abari babiri bawikirana bosio bwe kamati yebunge ngamona hali ya Sanjeho oyo chorwa goteja gotenere wizara ya mining mo waziri Wycliffe Oparanya uyo chorwa gochia gotirerewo wizara ya cooperative igati ya bande abange gati abo Alfred Mtwa uyo chorwa gochia gotinera wizara ya labor gokwana chinga kyabaga gwikirana bosio bwe committee yoni gojoho abaga kwerera igati emeroberie ya beire gose igati yari arengete goche gwikirania asoko ene kyabuna obokoreri bwa beire obwikiranu ase ensemo eyo ya mining nigo abaka ko iraneria maboria ya sobokorera rachikubwa tukase wizare yo asate babuna okurwania obunereria na boigo obokurumia senseme yo na kyarachikwa gazina kyarachikwa libagari nekigima asoko ene kyabuna amange abere kawe kirani wanonya na bojo nigabaga kwegerera amasomaye na otebabuna nigo abere ka konyora chi degree au echo chimuire tere ko kutwara obumanyi bwekerengo kegoro igona bwato kwegenda na nachikubwa tuka obokorera borobia inse ye wizara eyo ya mining.
We need to quickly relook into our policy, Mr. Speaker. We We can't as a country. And this explains why mining GDP's contribution is under 1%. It can't continue like this. It can't continue. And Honorable Naisula, you are very right. If you thought you saw cartels, I've come to learn within this short period of time that I've been nominated, there are greater cartels in the mining industry. And Mr. Speaker, if you approve me, that is where I begin. Remove the cartels, remove the brokers. Mining industry in Kenya cannot be a market of speculators. Mr. Speaker, I've also learned that before someone hits the ground, you'll find instances where a company has exchanged hands more than 10 times. Someone has gone, applied for a license, given a license, sold it to the Speaker, then sold it to Naisula, then sold it to Owen, then sold it to some farm in Canada, that one sells to China. All that time that they're speculating and gaining profits, the Kenyan people are losing. They are losing. It's only that and this is a task I'm going to take, because it looks like Kenyan population really do not have an idea of what geological minerals may be in the country. They must get involved, and I'll take it upon me to ensure they get involved. So I identify completely with your sentiments, Honorable Naisula, and this is an urgent matter that must be discussed and be realigned in a manner that
Dr. Alfred Mutua uyo chorochi agotinire wizara ya leba nigonera baga goikira nabo siobe kamati yo yebunge asabaga kwerere gati ari arengetego chia goikira ne gati abo kwenekia abuna obokoreri borobu yabwa bere bokoeneki wase wizare yo namango teba una nigo arache kwenekia aba agose bali abara sense mu internship abere bakwenyorera amabaga yemeremo cinga ke serikali erabege korali amabaga yemeremo ase serikali mutobo igona baga kwegere gati yo muroberio yo kogenda kwa ba Kenya se Chinsa jesiko eriyo kwerigeria na tana nigabe kujikobeke meroberi mekirano yo kwenekya bunamba chikubwatirana ne Chinsemo kwenekya buna abubara bakona Chinsa jesiko babere bakonyora chinga kinyororo cyo wikirania obokoreri chinga kecho nigabaga kwegerera obwa matebwa ya no musibati Judith oyogoteba kubwatirani wa namangana yobuneria bwechibesa cyabamenyi besemo yo wasinigishu ababeteba wakana elinda bana babo bachiye kwewe mirimo ase Chinsa jesiko korendene getamkire kyongya bakewe ikiraniwa askirate bayisogoso ase wizare yoni ago cyakwenekya amachika bere lichiko lyabere likubwati wabwekiranu na bali bonse babete bakonereri wachibesa cyabo babere bakonyora obwene bwabo.
One of the things that I want to do in terms of labor migration is ensure that we have agreements. The challenge we have is that people, when they go outside this country, they go as by themselves. And at times they get abused and they don't get the right rates that they should. This is because of bilateral labor agreements. We have only signed 4, which were signed even before this government got into place. And we have another pending 16, 17. My move is to get close to 30, if not 50 bilateral labor agreements by going through the hoops. I have been able to do a bit of research, and the problem is the bureaucracy that we have within our government system. By working with my colleagues, and I'll bring it up to cabinet if appointed, if pass the vetting by this house, is to ensure that we break the bureaucracy so that we can move faster in terms of processing bilateral labor agreements, so that we can be able to get into that. Now, when it comes to the issues that you mentioned of a lady called Judith, I tend to remember that we had a function at KICC where we had different stands, and the stand of Foreign Affairs and Diaspora was next to the stand of Ministry of Labor. And I'd never met this lady in my life, but she was the one who was showcasing what the Ministry of Labor, I was not the minister then, was showcasing the program that they had of what was happening. And when the president came, we were told to combine the 2 issues of labor because of diaspora at that time. And I was there with my PS and others, so I was introducing the president to the people who were presenting. And if you watch the clip, I didn't even know her name, and she introduced herself. That was the only time that I ever met her, and after that meeting, I've never met her again. So I don't have any conflict of interest. I saw her stories later on about her, and those are things that You remember when I was the Minister of Foreign Affairs, I'd even called a meeting to discuss these issues of rogue employment agencies, and will come to, it's an issue that I'll be dealing with squarely.
So you have an undertaking that you'll ensure that the people of Uasin Gishu who lost over 100 million shillings will get them, you'll investigate and get their money back?
I'll give an undertaking that I will ensure that the rule of law is applied, and if anybody has to return monies according to the rule of law.
Omunene bwa waziri meyense ya Kenya Musalia Mudavadi ibagoro mu waziri wa mwana Chinsa cha Ikomi gaganire merobero emekirani ya maunchorerio asebya mabyonsi ebyobire imeyobomo bwa Kenya kwanza asateire buna nigo eganire abarayi korwasebya mebyogo chamo na kubeka merobero emekirano yokonekia buna babire bagotinya obomo bwa Kenya kwanza sekirenga yokoreta amagendero naboigo obomo ase aba Kenya nigo boigo aganire bwatani korwasebya mebyo kwenekia bunanko chabaramo na kumutsiro murayibense Dr. William Samuel Ruto asobuya bwa Kenya na boigo obuya bwo koreta magendero imeyense ya Kenya.
Tulipoanza haya maneno ya maja, mnakumbuka nilikuwa nikisema tuko kwa coalition, na hiyo coalition ina mawe tatu. Waanzilishi wa coalition walikuwa UDA, ANC na Ford Kenya. Na nikasema tukikaribia 2027 mazingara ya siasa ambayo yalikuweko 2022 yatakuwa yamebadilika tukifika 2027. Na sasa hata hatujafika 2027. Septemba ndio tunamaliza miaka miwili ya serikali hii. Haya mazingira yamebadilika tayari. Yamebadilika. It is not going to be the same. It is different. Kwa hivyo ni lazima tujipange tukiangalia tunaenda wapi kule mbele, because in 2027 the negotiating arrangement is different. It is not the same. It is different. That is how I want to really appeal to you as leaders as we go ahead. Let us support the president. Let us support the president.
Ase chinga kechoni gabwatani korwase kyama National Congress ANC babiri bakwenekyo kubwatirana ne kyama kya United Democratic Alliance UDA asobo koreri iburo biya eriyo koreta obomo na bayigomorembe imeyense ya Kenya nigo asensemo yabo balireira yo gucyakogendera ku mubwatsi umurayibense Dr. William Samuel Ruto asekerenga kyogoskia ANC ya Kenya bosiono tabna ekyama kya ANC nigo batabwati bobe bunde bonsi bokugania koreta watanika korende nigo barengete gotwara obomo eriyo goska bosio asenchera yobwamo na bayigo kimagendero.
We are moving forward with the merger plans and arrangements between the ANC party and the UDA party. And today was a session for us just to team build and build ownership moving forward, which we have done, and unanimously we have agreed that's the direction we shall take. Moving forward, we shall be looking forward to meet the ANC team so that we can expedite that arrangement and we work as one party for the sake of Kenyans' unity and the strength of government.
Kwa upande wetu, ile shughuli ya kikatiba na sheria zetu za chama tumetimiza, na sasa iliyobaki ni sisi kuwa na kongamano na wenzetu wa chama cha UDA kuwe na makubaliano ya vile tutaungana. Na sisi hakuna mtu amelazimishwa kuunga chama hichi ama kile. Tumekubaliana wenyewe kuwa tushikane ili tumsaidie na rais wetu katika kuendesha serikali yake na kutuletea maendeleo katika nchi yetu.
we are proud to merge with the UDA, and the way we've been working as women of the ANC women movement, we want to steer this coming party. Immediately we merge, we stay to the next level so that His Excellency William Samoei Ruto can take this next 5 years to make it 10 with ease come 2027. So the Amani National Women, we are supporting this move, and we are supporting it with all our strength. We are saying Kenya is one, Kenya belongs to all of us, and the idea of tribes and so forth, Kenya is one, and we are happy for Kenya under the leadership of His Excellency William Samoei.
Omugavana we county ya Siaya James Orengo nigabire kaweso kiana wasio kabuna we kabono teramanyikana bana ningora cheko irali bagaria ya Raila Amolo Odinga ase obotiriri bwabo mobwa Azimio la Umoja One Kenya yani gago cha chinga kiraila aracheko genda ase ekerenga yokurwanira ekirogo kia obonyakirogo bwa AU achinga kyo gusana kugenderete kwene kiwasenseme yo na norurio irachiko irurukia ebendera yobo mobo okwana chinga kiechyo Orengo nigaberega kwene kiabuna korengana neri chikorie katiba nigo bagochia kodigo nigo oburayo obure na burayi bonde bwansi aso kwene kiabuna bali babwate obumanyi bwekerengo keigoro na bwo barachie gochorwa aso kwirurukia ebendera aso bomobwo asaganirie abakenya na babwatani korwa aso bomobwo koba abatwereru.
One must always remember that within the coalition, ODM is by far the largest party. It has got the largest stake within the opposition coalition, within the National Assembly and the Senate. Now, if you look at the rules of the National Assembly, the standing orders, and those of the Senate, nomination in terms of seats on both sides of the House depends on the size of the political party. So within the coalition, whether in Kenya Kwanza or in Azimio, the same rules apply, as lawyers who say mutatis mutandis. What is applied within the National Assembly and the Senate prevail upon the manner in which individual members of parties which belong to a coalition are given seats within the coalition. For example, we have also got members of the Azimio who are not parliamentary parties. Obviously, they cannot be given a slot within the leadership of the coalition, that is Azimio coalition, within Parliament. I think it's subject to discussion, but it must reflect the strengths of the political parties. And that is not only in the standing orders, it is in the Azimio instruments that brought the parties together. Azimio, if it is not distracted, or if it does not collapse, they have to sit together. I know Raila is the party leader of Azimio, but the chairman of the council is Uhuru Kenyatta. With the membership from various political parties, they'll have to sit.
Mancho muri barabati onarogotereto mwerio bwamaye Chinsa Ikomi asenchera ereyo bwenge korenda yo munenda mankento gendrego kwariganiria ayorat konyora senchera ereyo bwekiranuge koraga enseyemo na boigo Chinsa isato chiamogoroba achinga kiboigo tongo ko inyuma nyabuno muko umurayibese Dr. William Samoei Ruto litkoria ironiga baga gusanga nababwatani korwase county ya Narok ase umusangirekano bw'amasabo yokorekana asegeti yeskuru yoboroso ya Kilgoris DEB yotoka imeye county yo ya Narok nducho kumanya mange achinga kiabegendrete kuria chira chogikirania amagendro na bigokoreta obomo ase aba Kenya bonsi mbye mona asbale mwens mugendrete uturgereria kurwase Chinsinyo au mugendrete utwatia Chinsa mochie mitandao tokubakiranga mbya mono nyarabna semerverionsi ya Ndizi TV na bogotonyora sensemo ya Facebook wetera Ndizi TV News Digital asensemo ya YouTube watonyora wetera Ndizi TV News na wegase website yetu wetera www.ndizitv.net eriyo togendre gusanga asobwamo eritriane Everlyne Osero sara mumanyinero ene kiachivicha neryo gichi yawe ikire asenchira bene twaro bulgerero bya nabigo emagoroba erentwerero.